Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I would like to give you a presentation about our research. The titles of our research is Stability Test of Coloring Agent from Pericarpium of Red Dragon Fruit Extract and Laboratory Diagnostic of Intestinal Nematode Eggs Preparation. The outline of our research consists of introductions, method, result and discussion, conclusion, suggestion, acknowledgement, and references. Introduction. The red dragon fruit is very good for health consuming. This fruit has a pericarpium that is not widely used to that it can cause environmental pollution. As one alternative to reduce pollution, dragon fruit pericarpium roster can be used as a natural coloring agent in laboratory diagnostic for coloring intestinal nematodes eggs. Dragon fruit pericarpium contains anthocyanin as natural coloring agent, and a pericarpium of dragon fruit can be isolated by extraction to get anthocyanin agent, and the anthocyanin agent can be determined by using spectrophotometer at 504 nanometer wavelengths. In the previous research, we did extraction process, quantitative determinations of anthocyanin, and coloring of intestinal nematode eggs. In coloring worm egg preparations that we use coloring agent anthocyanin with 1%, 2%, 3% concentration, respectively, and did the assessment score system using score 1 and score 2. In this research, we done like a previous research for coloring in worm egg preparations. The concentrations of anthocyanin used was 3% because the concentrations of 1% and 2% have been tried, but unfortunately worm eggs were not colored well. The purpose of this research was to do again the coloring in worm eggs preparation using anthocyanin and then to do stability test for 27, 28, 29 weeks for determinations the quality of worm eggs preparations. The diagnostic of intestinal nematode worm egg from feces can be done by using native method. In the native method, we use eosin-less coloring agent for intestinal nematode worm egg. Eosin has a function as agent for coloring worm eggs because worm egg containing protein in with alkali condition so that it can be chemically bound with eosin in acid condition. In the same way, with anthocyanin extraction from dragon fruit pericarpium because anthocyanin has the same characteristic with eosin. Method. The research conducted in March 2019 located at Medical Analyst School of Presentasi, Bandung Laboratory. Research method was the experimental. In the experimental, firstly, we make dilutions of ppm dragon fruit of pericarpium and then we make some dilutions in 1 ppm, 2 ppm, 3 ppm, 4 ppm, and 5 ppm. And then we make a prepare analysis of the nematodes egg in a native method using eosin as a coloring agent as a control and using an alternative coloring agent. And then we measuring absorbance by spectrophotometer for the extract of dragon fruit pericarpium 1 ppm to 5 ppm into the spectrophotometer and read the wavelength that had been obtained. Result and discussions. Over here, we can see a worm egg of the nematode eggs. In pictures here, we can see the worm egg of the Ascaris lumbricoides using control eosin 2%, and also we can see worm eggs of Ascaris lumbricoides as a nematode worm with the anthocyanin 3%. Over here, we can see the picture in the 27 weeks. Over here, we can see the pictures of the worm's egg of Ascaris lumbricoides as a nematode and worm egg of Ascaris lumbricoides in anthocyanin 3% and also using eosin control after 28 weeks. Over here, we can see the worm eggs of Ascaris lumbricoides as a nematode and worm egg of Ascaris lumbricoides in anthocyanin 3% and in eosin 2% after 29 weeks. Here's the tables of the absorbance value of the dilutions of the anthocyanin in 1 ppm, 2 ppm, 3 ppm, 4 ppm, and 5 ppm. And then here's the graphic of absorbency after 27 weeks, 28 weeks, and 29 weeks. Over here, we can see the tables of the observing preparation using the score system score 1 and score 2. Conclusion. Based on experiments that had been done, it can be concluded that in worm egg preparation, there are differences in the quality of the eosin dye 3% after storing 27, 28, 29 weeks at temperature 2 degrees Celsius. Absolute value can affect the quality of anthocyanin dyes because according to ANOVA test result with sig value 1.00 lower than 0.05 that can be accepted. The suggestion is after conducting research of the stability test of dyes of red dragon fruit field extract, we should to continue the research to determination resistant test for anthocyanin as a natural coloring agent. The acknowledgement, the authors of course would like to thank to the medical schools of Dharma Husada and medical analyst schools of Bhakti Asi Bandung who have helped us during the research process. Over here you can see some references of journals and books that we used in research. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salah.